Welcome to another episode on Word for Today with Fumilayo Adekoju. I'm glad you found this channel valuable. Today's topic is a big question everyone must answer. What is your excuse? While growing up as a kid, one day, one of my classmates failed to submit his homework. And the teacher asked him, "Where is your homework?" And he said, "Oh, I did it. But when I woke up this morning, I discovered that a big rat ate my book." Everybody bursted in laughter. And of course, he was embarrassed. But while reflecting back on that experience, I discovered that excuses should actually be laughed at and not in any way dignified. Excuses and responsibilities cannot coexist. When you see a man that does not take responsibility, he will always be full of excuses. Let me share another experience with you. One day I wanted to cook, so I entered the kitchen and I grabbed a bottle of palm oil. If you know palm oil, it's red in color. And of course, I had to shake before using. So I started shaking and I was shaking vigorously. And all of a sudden, the cap flew off. And there was a big splash. Everywhere was in a mess. The walls, my body, the floor. It was so messy. And at that particular point in time, I had two options. I could either call my family members and ask who was the last person that used this palm oil and could not close the lid very well. Or I could either ask myself, what could I have done better? Maybe if I had checked the cap of the bottle and discovered that it was not properly closed, I would have done that before I started shaking. And of course, I would have avoided that mess. The same thing applies to us in life. Whenever things did not go the way you hoped for, always ask yourself this question: what could I have done to avoid this mistake? Or what could I have done to avoid this failure? Or what could I have done better? You need to stay empowered and in control. I want you to analyze all unpleasant situations that you have gone through and begin to ask yourself, what is it that you can do to avoid recurrence in the future? And that is wisdom. Whenever you think of an excuse, ask yourself, has there been anyone in a similar situation that succeeded despite this? Without any justification, your answer will almost always be yes. Because there are people in a worse situation and yet succeeded. You must remember, so many people have made themselves victims of situations and circumstances. Victims, they don't take action. They dwell on injustice, they dwell on being bitter. The truth is, it's very easy for you to find excuse for everything. But remember that no excuse has more than a 24 hours shelf life. It will expire, yes. And you will see that what you should have done is not done. You can decide to change the narrative today by changing your perspective. Great people ask great questions like, what can I do to become better? While mediocres, they keep passing blame on everything and everyone. You blame your parents, you blame the society, you blame the church, you blame your friends, you blame your families, you blame everything and everyone except yourself. Such people cannot go far in life. You need to decide never to give excuses anymore for what you ought to do. Excuses confine people to a particular spot and keeps them down in life. I saw some quotes about excuses that I love so much. I want to quickly read out few for you. The first one says, if it is important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. And that is true. Priority. Success occurs when your dreams get bigger than your excuses. Wow, this is so profound. There is another one by an anonymous writer that says there are only two options: make progress or make excuses. And this fourth one is by me. Excuses are killers of destiny fulfillment. I want to challenge you today to come out of that excuse zone and begin to take action. Stop sulking. You have so much potential loaded inside of you. I want to end with this statement that says, pray as though everything depends on God, and walk as though everything depends on you. God has his part to play. You have your part to play. I want you to feel free to engage in the comment section below and share this video with your family and friends. I'll see you next time on WFT. God bless you.